Hi everyone, PattayaOwl here. I just thought I'd jump on. It's Friday, it's 4:30 here in England, and I've got the laptop set up this time, so I'm hoping I can manage the comments better rather than flicking on the screen. Let's see. How are you doing, Nick Jones? Welcome to the live stream. Shailesh, hi. Welcome to the live stream, mate. CP, hello, Owl. Good afternoon from North London. Currently filling my boots. Spot on, mate. Good to have you on the live stream. Guideline 7, hi. How are you doing? Shailesh, yeah, I'm fantastic, mate. How are you doing? I'm excited this time because I've got the laptop. The amount of live streams I've done now, I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. Maybe 10. And every single live stream, I'm up and down the comments. And it's tricky. But now I've got the proper setup. Jason, how are you doing, mate? Welcome to the live stream. CP, I will just book flights for September, £480 return. That's really good. With a 2-hour layover in Saudi Arabia with Saudi Airlines. Now that sounds like a bargain, CP. Of course, yeah, to Bangkok. Good afternoon, everyone. If you're wondering what PattayaOwl's going live for on a Friday, I just thought I'd see if it's possible to set up the laptop, the phone, and do the comments on the laptop for a change. Welsh 32, hello, Mr. Owl. I love the hat. Thank you, mate. This is the hat that I've used on on many of the vlogs. I hope you've all had a good week, wherever you are. I know we have people watching from all over the place. England, Scotland, Wales, Australia, New Zealand, England, of course, Pattaya, Thailand. Let me know in the comments, where are you watching this live stream from today? CP, it's the middle/end of September. Hopefully the rain won't be too bad. Rainy season has arrived early this year, I've heard. It's been really bad. Yeah, I've heard of some heavy rain as well, but obviously I'm not in Pattaya, so I can't confirm that, but I have seen. And you never know what to believe either, but I'm sure a few people have said it has been bad, so I hope everyone's all right who's in Pattaya, and of course all the businesses. Andrew Lloyd, Bang Sarai, how are you doing, mate? Welcome to the live stream, Andrew. This is an unplanned live stream. Let's see how many people we can get. I'm assuming some people will be at work, 4:30, if they're on a 9 till 5, maybe. Shailesh, what is your favourite hotel in Pattaya? It's a tricky one, mate. I am going to be bringing out a vlog because I've got a few favourites. It used to be the LK Residence on Soy Diana, but that is a little bit dated now, if I'm being honest, but it's a great location. The Intimate Hotel is really good, off Second Road. My days, there's so many. And of course, Soybacau, you've got the Holiday Inn Express, like we've mentioned before, and that is a superb location and affordable. It worked out around about £30 per night when I stayed. Obviously, prices vary depending on when you book and how you book. Favourite place in Pattaya? It's got to be Soybacau. What a soy that is. It's got everything you need, Soybacau. It's a great place. Really good. Welsh 32 says the Harbour Hotel is great, but not so cheap. Just remind us where the Harbour is again, mate. You may have noticed I've cleared some of the stuff off the screen as well. I have got the QR code for Buy Me a Coffee because I know some of you guys like to get me that. But I've taken off the little picture. There was another Buy Me a Coffee thing there. Got rid of that. So I'm trying to improve the live streams by taking out some of the nonsense and doing the comments off the laptop. And it was Faye actually recommended to do it this way. And you know what? It's so much better because if you noticed, I'm not doing this, flicking up and down. I can see you all on the laptop. Ian UK, hi, speaking of work, what do you do in the UK? I'm in retail management, mate. I'm a contractor. Hot Dog is in the house. Hello, mate. Welcome. CP spoke to a guy yesterday who said he budgets per day £70. Couldn't imagine that. I budget for £200. It depends. I think if you're on that, we've said it many times, if you're there on holiday, you want to be a 2-week, 3-week millionaire. Then you don't really have to worry so much, do you? But when you're living there, as I learned, of course you need to budget. And 70 quid a day seems quite high, really. If you're living there, I mean. Hot Dog, I budget 2.5 a day. That's 100 baht. Wow. That is a small budget. Brandon, I'm headed to Pattaya on Sunday for my second time. Gutted, the rain is so bad. Yeah, I mean, if we've got anybody on the live stream who is in Pattaya at the minute, then if you can let us know what the current situation is, let the people know on the live with the rain and any flooding, and if there is, which areas are bad. Jason, how are you doing, mate? Have you been to Koh Samet? I've not. There are other places in Thailand that I would like to go to. Koh Samet, Koh Samui, Phuket, Chiang Mai, Krabi, to name a few. But I've only really ever done Bangkok, Pattaya, Bang Chang, Hue Hin. So I've not really ventured out and seen all of Thailand by any means. I mean, I am PattayaOwl, and I put a lot of my focus over the last couple of years into Pattaya. I tell you what, the weather has been brilliant in England. I've been back 2 and a bit weeks. 3 weeks, I think it'll be next week. And I know we like talking about the weather here in Britain, but it does make a difference. I think every day it's been warm in the 20s. I've not seen much rain. And it's made it a little bit easier. You know, when you have the holiday blues from Pattaya, you guys will know it can hit you quite hard. But coming back to t-shirt weather has definitely made it easier. Jeffrey, I don't being caught in a bar when it rains. I think you mean you don't mind being caught in a bar when it's raining, mate. Yeah, I've been in that situation before. When I was in Bang Chang, I don't know if you guys can remember that vlog, but it was a torrential downpour and a storm, and we were stuck in a bar, and I can think of worse places to be stuck. Hot Dog, you're quite active today, mate. Quite active. You've been eating lots of pork pies, so what, less of the hot dogs, more of the pork pies. Fox is in the house. How are you doing, mate? CP, would you try Cambodia? I'm thinking of booking for January 2. I might do a few nights in Phnom Penh. Webby says it's Pattaya on steroids. I can't wait to try Cambodia. I don't know how I'm going to work it, how I'm going to fit it in, because I'm all about Pattaya. And when I go there to Pattaya on holiday, the majority of my time is going to be in Pattaya. It's where do I fit Cambodia in? Do I do it? Well, what do you reckon? Do I do it at the start before I even start my trip in Pattaya, or middle, or at the end? What you've got to bear in mind at the end, should I say, is You know, is there any energy left? Am I worn out? Is there any funds left at the end of a 2-3 week trip to Pattaya? But in answer to your question, CP, I am hoping to definitely get to Cambodia, even if it's just for a couple of nights. Has anyone been to Cambodia? I've heard it's not necessarily the cheapest place. Can I just check the sound's all right, by the way? I have binned off this DJI mic because of the amount of issues I had on the last live stream. So I've turned that off, but it sounds to me all right. Let me know. Brandon, go before you get to Pattaya. Once you're in Pattaya, you're not leaving until you go home. That's kind of what my gut feel says, to be honest, Brandon, mate. I think once I'm in Pattaya, I won't want to go out, and then the only place I really think I want to go after Pattaya is just the escalators and go, because I have to. So, yeah, I reckon getting Cambodia in, I don't know, I think I'll be flying to Bangkok, then from Bangkok to Pattaya. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to think about how I'm going to do it. Maybe somewhere in the middle. Or I could fly from England to Cambodia. Brandon, sound is perfect. Well, that's good then. Just shows you don't need a fancy DJI mic. And it's so much better having the laptop. I can actually sit up rather than leaning over, flicking through. And that's one of the main reasons I've jumped on today, just to see how it works. Ben says Cambodia isn't cheaper. Well, that's what I think it's probably more expensive based on what people have told me. And we've got Steve saying Cambodia is cheaper. So a difference of opinion, I suppose it would depend on what time of year and whereabouts you're going, but also your personal budget as well, right? I'm sure you could just get a beer or two and not splash out. It depends what you're spending it on. Is it entertainment? Tom, hello, Mark. Greets from Tom The Hague, Holland. When are you going to Pattaya again or Cambodia? So nothing booked yet. Obviously, it's on the mind. When will the trip to Pattaya be? Because as soon as I land in Pattaya, there's going to be vlog after vlog again. And I can't wait to bring the channel back to life and show you vlogs. But as I've said many times before, I can't afford to live in Pattaya. Got the big slap of reality, so it will be very much a trip. And I am looking at when that potentially could be, financially and everything else. So, Raymond, welcome to the live stream, mate. Pattaya is number one. People go to Cambodia. Well, I don't know. I've heard lots of people have a great night in Cambodia or a couple of nights in that Phnom Penh, and it's somewhere I want to go. It's an alternative. I don't think it's any worse, any less, but I think until I actually go there, I can't really comment too much because I've not done it, have I? Andrew, Don Muang Tisian Reap is nice and cheap. Thank you, mate. Ben, I live there. Have USD, it's not cheap. Okay, fair enough, mate. Lots of comments and questions. I didn't even know how active we would be on the live stream at 4:30 on a Friday, but you're very active. Where are you all? Let me know in the comments. Where are you watching the live stream from? Are you at work? Are you on holiday? Is it your day off? Andrew says beer $1. That sounds quite reasonable, doesn't it? Brandon, never tried a gents club. Going to try one when I get there. Any recommendations? Obviously, Webbit has recommended loads. So it depends whereabouts you are, mate. If you're in Pratum Nak, give Cat Flaps a go. And if you're in Eastside Pattaya, you've got a couple to choose from. There's one called the Dark Side, and of course you've got Maggie Mays. as well over there. And these are places that I've been and enjoyed myself. So if it was kind of average or rubbish, I wouldn't mention it on a live stream. But I've had some good beers, put it that way, in Cat Flaps and Maggie Mays. CP, you're like me, mate. I'd like to try Chiang Mai, Phuket, Krabi, etc. But you just love Pattaya. Well, this is it, mate. There's got to be a way to do it. I don't know if you land in Bangkok, get yourself to Chiang Mai for a couple of nights or a night, then fly to Phuket and just tick them off one by one and then go to Pattaya. Because I know if I go to Pattaya knowing that all these places I want to go, I probably won't end up going. Because I love Pattaya that much. It's got everything you need. Why would I want to go to Chiang Mai? Ben says Cambodia relies on imported goods and a lot of things are double the price. Well, I can't comment, Ben, mate. It sounds to me like you know more than me on Cambodia. What I do know is I've had a couple of mates that have been, enjoyed it, had a laugh, and that sounds like my cup of tea. Even if it is just for 2 or 3 nights. Dav Lad, hi mate, I'm good, thank you. Thank you very much, mate. Welcome to the live stream. It is so much easier with the laptop. Kevin in Siam, always do at the beginning because once you're in Pattaya, it's best to stay. I think I'm in agreement with that, to be honest with you. I think Pattaya being the final stop, I'm in agreement with that. Unless anyone else has a stronger opinion, but I'm up for that. Jason everyday, all good, sounds perfect, that's good. Sean the Prawn, welcome. Hi Owl. And you put 3 owls. Can you review a soapy club on your next trip? Get the views. Well, I've never had a soapy massage, mate. Maybe. Soy Honey, I've heard, is the place to go for that. Davlad just got home from work. Spot on. And of course, the weekend begins for a lot of people if you're doing a Monday to Friday. I wonder how many people will get on the live stream. I was literally just making a drink of tea. And I thought, you know what? Let's just get it all set up and let's see if it actually works in sync, the laptop on this. And, well, we've got nearly 50 people on already, so let's see where it goes. Steve K, Cambodia, to me, was not wild like Pattaya. It's more for couples and fam. See, I don't know whereabouts you've been, Steve, mate, but I've heard, is it Phnom Penh has a couple of soys or streets that are wild. Whereabouts did you go again, mate? Andrew, I've been to Koh Samet last December. West Coast, it was fab. There are only 3 hotels on that side of the island, although there's a Songtao to the commercial east side, not far. Thank you, Andrew, for sharing that, mate. Welsh 32, Mr. Owl. Do you feel like getting a flight back to Thailand in the next few days? I miss Pattaya so much, and if the finances were unlimited, you know, thank you, by the way, to everyone who's watched the videos, who subscribes, who's a member, who does buy me a coffee, because all of that has helped. Obviously, it wasn't enough for me to stay over there, but I miss it every day. It wouldn't be financially sensible for me just to get a flight in the next few days and go back to Pattaya. It would probably be financially suicidal. However, in terms of do I want to, absolutely. And if money was unlimited, it'd be a different story. But I've got to knuckle down. I've got to earn like the rest of us. And when it's my time to go back to Pattaya, you guys will be the first to know. And I can't wait. I literally can't wait. And it would be nice to get something booked as well. And as soon as I'm thinking about that and looking for flights, I'm going to either come on a live stream or do a vlog, and you'll be the first to know. Speaking of vlogs, I actually posted a vlog last night. It's on food. I never know how the food ones are going to go down. It's not a massive hitter. But it's there. If you've not seen it, take a look at it this weekend. I always find my food ones where I'm saying like my favourite restaurants never quite fly as much as some of the others. Brandon, thanks, mate. Do you have a date when you're planning to get back or still figure out? No, I'm just knuckling down, earning, mate. Nothing buts at the minute. And when's it going to be? I don't know. I don't know. It's got to be a time when the flights are cheap. That is for sure. I won't be going in December and paying, like I've done before, £1,800 for flights and paying extortionate amount for hotels. I'm not going to do it. Ben, Pattaya has massive storms this time of year. Tom M, do you know? I don't know him, mate, to be honest. 50,000 members. Wow, that'd be amazing. And I am going to be doing more member videos on this channel. I am due to do one, that is for definite. PattayaOwl, good news. North Atlantic are flying to Bangkok from London in November. Return direct 485. Even in high season January, it's 570. Very comfortable seats. And that's Norwegian Air. Thank you for the information, CP. See, I've always been able to get like relatively cheap flights in January. Maybe I was lucky. But you're referring to November. Ryan, hey mate, what's your free bargain hotels? I would say you've got the Holiday Inn on Soy Cow, you've got the Intimate Hotel off Second Road, and on Soy Lenke I did a vlog, and there's a couple of little cheapies on there as well. I am going to be releasing a vlog on some of my favourite hotels very soon, probably this weekend maybe. I'm yet to edit it though. Andrew, if you're dead set on Cambodia, bear in mind the flights leave from Dom Muang Airport. Yeah, obviously, when the time comes for me to plan the trip, mate, I'll have a good look. In an ideal world, you fly from Bangkok as close as you can to Phnom Penh, but I'll look into that. Davlad, no, I don't really message anybody. Obviously, I've messaged like to Webby and his mates and stuff, but I've not messaged like people I've had dates with and stuff like that. It's gone very, very quiet. Ben, poor places aren't cheaper, better quality, cost more. Cambodia is cheap for some things, but you pay for what you get. Fair enough, mate. Robert, I have a 3-night stay in Koh Samet halfway through my holiday in Pattaya for a break. Cool, that's not a bad idea. I never want to leave Pattaya though. Oh, thank you, Raymond. There, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. 150 baht. Thank you very much. I'd definitely be able to get a couple of beers if I was in Pattaya with that now. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. And thanks to everyone who sends me buy me a coffee as well. Siam Reap, I was in. Oh, cheers, Steve. Yeah, so I think Phnom Penh or whatever it's, forgive me, I can't think what it's called. I have heard it's a cracking night out. But Siam Reap is probably another place for me to check out. Tom, so I'm originally from Manchester, mate. Ben, Singapore would be cool. I've heard Singapore is expensive. And surprisingly, even though I've done Hong Kong a few times and China, I've never done like a connection in Singapore or anything. I've never been. Ian, rent your property out plus YouTube and you'll be fine. Just stay away from the ladies. Well, you say that. I looked into the rental side of the property, mate, and it's not as much as I thought. After tax, after expenses, maintenance, this, that, and the other, I'd maybe scrape £600 a month. and that ain't going to cut it. And of course, the YouTube income it fluctuates. And I mean, to be fair, you've just reminded me. I will look to do. I've got all these ideas for videos. I just need to put them into some kind of plan. But I do want to go through my YouTube earnings again, as well as favourite hotels and all that stuff. But the YouTube earnings fluctuate. Obviously, if I was in Pattaya making 2 vlogs a day, I think it would have continued to increase, but not by a lot. I mean, just to give you an idea, even if I was to get 10,000 views on a video, well, let me put the question to you guys. 10,000 views, which is not easy, and I don't get 10,000 views on every video. Far from it. How much do you reckon I get from YouTube based on 10,000 views? Bearing in mind, 10,000 views for me would be a very successful video. Excuse me. I average around, maybe, if I'm lucky, 3.5 to 5. Or on a quiet video, like the most recent one on the food, maybe even 1.5 to 2. It's still a young channel and lots of growing to do. CP, do you have a month you like best in Pattaya? It is January, mate. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed going for Christmas and New Year in 2023 to Pattaya, apart from the fact everything was more expensive, hotels and flights. I like going in January when everyone's kind of, you know, it seemed a little bit quiet, and I was happy with my prices, so I think it was £600 or £600 return with Emirates. I was happy with that. So for me, January seems to be a sweet spot. We'll have to see. Brandon, I agree. I went in November for high season. This time will be my first time in low season. I mean, I prefer kind of low season when it's quieter. When I went to Hua Hin, it was quiet, but the bars still had, you know, people in that you want to be in there, and you wasn't surrounded with loads of tourists. So I prefer it when it's quieter. Obviously, I feel for some of the bars because they need to make as much as they can, and they can only really do that from the people that are there on holiday. Welsh 32. I seen a one-way flight with Gulf Air for £315 to Bangkok. It's tempting for me, Mr. Owl. Well, if you can afford it, of course the flight's one thing. I mean, you can fly to Ibiza for £29, but I guarantee you'll have your hotel and all the other expenses when you get there, as you know, mate. But if you can afford Pattaya and you're free from work and responsibilities, go for it, mate. I mean, that is a bargain, isn't it? 315 one way. That's pretty good. Damon, hello, welcome to the live stream, mate. Afternoon, enjoyed your food video. The roast dinner looked delicious. Thank you, mate. So I posted the food video yesterday evening. I don't usually post at 10 o'clock at night on a Thursday, and I don't think it helped the video. I think if you post a video at the right time, so say Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, it can fly. But also not everybody wants to watch food videos, do they? But it's doing all right. I think we're almost at 2,000 views on it. Hopefully it'll creep up a little bit more. But yeah, thank you, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It took a little bit of editing and finding old clips and then doing a voiceover over it. So it probably took me longer to edit than some of my other vlogs. I am catching up with the comments. And I've got the laptop today. If you've just joined the live stream, we've got nearly 65 people on. If you can hit that like button, that would be brilliant, because that'll help the algorithm. And if you've noticed, I'm not doing this today because I've got the laptop. Hot dog, I pay 135 baht a day. How are you doing, mate? Welcome. Brandon, I highly recommend Aqua Hotel near Soy Honey. I did a review on that one, actually. Did a review on that. It's not the cheapest, but not the most expensive. Yeah, so my observation, mate, when I did that was the rooms are a little bit on the small side, but they're modern, they're clean. It's in a great location on Soy Honey or Soy 11. So yeah, big thumbs up for that hotel. And I always have respect for a hotel that lets me in and does a hotel review. So yeah, thank you again, Raymond, mate. Hot Dog, you're very active, mate. I'm not going to put you on a timeout or anything because you've contributed to the channel. So we'll see how you get on, mate. We'll see how you get on. Davlad, when back in the UK, it's good to watch Pattaya YouTube content. If you're feeling absolutely, mate, and I do follow other YouTubers, but I have got some vlogs in mind for you guys. A lot of you have asked for the kind of hotel ones, and I'll perhaps go through some of my YouTube earnings as well. So I think we're round about that point when we were talking about, okay, so for 10,000 views, how much money do I get? I mean, Davlad says about 39. He's not far wrong. It's about that. You know, for 10,000 views, it's under 50 quid. Some of the time, most of the time, depending on what the advertisers are prepared to pay. So, you know, you can imagine the amount of effort, work and vlogs you've got to put in. How on earth I managed to get to £1,000 revenue is I don't know, but I suppose it accumulates, and then people keep looking as the months goes on, and it you know, it adds up. But yeah, 10,000 views doesn't get you 10,000 quid, put it that way, or even £100. CP, would you set up a business in Thailand? I'm 29 and I'm in a nice situation. You own your own house, no mortgage, and looking to buy a condo in Pattaya. I'm thinking of moving when I'm 40 and start a business. I think if you've got the money behind you, mate, it's a tough gig though, isn't it? Running a business in Thailand is tough. How many bars have we got in Pattaya? And it's really difficult. You almost need like a unique selling point, a bit like the Candy Club. I think they've got the balance spot on: location, music, audience. And I'm a big fan of the Candy Club. I think that's a great bar. But it's a tough one, mate. I don't know what the chances of success are. It depends on the business, the location, the demand, all the same stuff. Wherever you open a business, you've got all the same issues, but then it's probably even tougher. So fair play to you, mate. As for buying a condo, anybody on the live stream actually own a condo in Thailand? I thought once upon a time that might be a good idea, but I've heard they're difficult to sell when it comes to it. Minman 1921, hi, great channel, enjoy watching your content in Pattaya. I always stay in the March Hotel just off Pattaya Klang, Soy 16, great hotel. Have you ever stayed at the March Hotel? I haven't, but is that the hotel where they've got another one next door called the May Hotel, is it? I think I watched another vlogger do a hotel review on it. Ian, you guessed around 50 to 100. Yeah, so I mean, it's occasionally rare it can be over £50, but it is, yeah, most of the time under £50 for 10,000 views. Andy, what's the difference in booking your flight direct with Emirates as opposed to booking with, for example, Skyscanner? Well, I did a little experiment on this, and every time I went direct onto the Emirates website, it was cheaper by about £40 booking direct. Because obviously Skyscanner is just a middle person. You click on the link, and it'll take you to a different third party. It might be Expedia, all the other ones, and it never worked out cheaper for me. So I always just went to Emirates Direct. And I quite like their little portal where you buy and you can log in and everything. But it did boil down to money in the end. I found it cheaper. I don't know if that's the case for every airline. I mean, I've heard if you go direct to an airline, it can be more expensive, but I've not found that with Emirates. Lots of talk of meat pies on this stream today from Barry and Mr. Hot Dog. Lots of talk of pies and mushy peas. Tom, so if you have 100,000 views, how much will they pay? It will vary depending on the revenue, mate. So 100,000 views, you might get a few £100 maybe. It pays better than it pays better than TikTok, so I've heard. I'm not on TikTok. I did have a look into it. I think you have to get a lot more many views than you do on YouTube to earn the money. Correct me if I'm wrong. I had a little dabble with the TikTok and decided YouTube is the way forward. Watch Fit 2, I'm thinking get the flight with Gulf Air, then stay at Maggie Mae's for a week or so. Yeah, I mean, they've got a resort there, mate. Why not? Welsh 32 says, better off renting than buying in Thailand. Okay. Just catching up with the comments. No idea, Tom, mate. No idea. CP, yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, you know, you got to be careful who you give out your contact details. You don't want to be pestered. Jabba, if you have any problems which affect your flight, for example, COVID in your case, mate, Expedia, helpless, and my return flight was cancelled. Yeah, I've heard a mixed bag. Some people have had a good experience. I always used to book through Expedia back in the day, 2009, when I was doing my trips to Hong Kong. But these days, I much prefer to deal with an airline direct than a third party. Steve K, I'm wondering if flying Philippine Airlines is any good. No idea. Anybody on the live stream flown with Philippine Airlines before? Kevin in Siam, Mr. Owl highly recommends spending a few nights in Ho Chi Minh. Apologies if I've not pronounced that right, mate. You won't be disappointed. It's got an amazing buzz. Well, thank you, mate. Damon, I always stay in the sunshine and residence in Soi 8, top floor, great sea view, 50 square metre room. Maybe next time do a hotel review. Absolutely, mate. CP, you've put another negative, bars adding drinks to your tab. I think that's happened to me once, to be fair, in like 2 years, and I believe it to be a genuine mistake. But obviously, you'd have your wits about you. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody else had that happen to them? Extra drinks put to the bin. Like I say, maybe once in 4 years. Elvis is in the building. If you can hit that like button, that would be great. I think I'm up to date with the comments. I had to work my way through Barry live streamers' comments around mushy peas and pies. That's why it took me so long. Right, I tell you what, let's get rid of this guy. Right, we've got rid of him. There's a line, isn't there? And get bodged actually crossed it. So there we go. Keith, hi Owl from Ireland. Hello, mate. Welcome to the live stream. It is a last minute live stream. It was 4:30 when I came on. I thought, you know what, let's set it all up and let's get the laptop going. And here I am. And we've got around about 60 odd people on the live stream. Beer God, you're all right, mate. Welcome to the live stream. Damon, Eva Air, direct flight, London Heathrow to Bangkok. Book direct, yeah. So I've flown Eva Air and I've also flown Thai Airways direct from Heathrow to London. And having done both of them and Emirates twice, flying to Dubai with Emirates, connecting flight is my favourite. Because when I get to Dubai, I obviously get off the plane, you go for a walk, you go for something to eat, you might have a little beer, have a shower, freshen up, and then go again, knowing you've only got really another 6-hour flight, and then you're in the best place in the world. I prefer that than one long flight. CP, how did you find out about Pattaya? Robbie, how much was the buy-in top in the market? 500. 500 baht. 500 baht. CP, how did you... right, okay. How did you discover Pattaya? It was through YouTube. So I used to watch, back in the day, I think I've mentioned it before, actually, Kev in Thailand, 20 Seconds in Thailand. I used to watch the YouTubers back in 2015. And it was the vlogs I watched there that inspired me. Obviously, you get to know the place through the vlogs, you know, when they talk about Soy Bacow, LK Metro. And when you watch vlogs for a number of years, it then just created the desire to go there. And so it all started with YouTube. And of course, I only started my channel, when was it? This year, January this year. But yeah, if you are in Pattaya, a lot of you guys know Mike's Shopping Mall is literally the bee's knees for all your goods. Welsh 30T, I see you've got a Welsh Webby shirt. I have got, yeah. I never say no to a free shirt. I think in one of my previous vlogs, I had the Rum Runner shirt on. BKK Confidential, I've been watching you. Who are your favourite YouTuber? Can I say myself? I watch Webby. Loads from, obviously, previous days. Yeah. I'll watch a fair few of them. Yeah, I watch a fair few of them. There's one guy that goes around and just does like condos and rooms, and I've occasionally watched him. He does quite well to get in some of them rooms and to get the condo reviews. Robert doesn't have the shirt collar though. This one doesn't, but I do believe he had some with collars as well. PV28, hi mate, currently in Bangkok, sending well wishes. Welcome to the live stream. We're averaging between 50 and 60 people. It was a bit of a last minute one. I was going to sit down, stick Netflix on, have a drink of tea, and I thought, you know what? Let's see who's online. Are there any owls out there? Thank you to whoever's just sent me a buy me a coffee. Much appreciated. Your support is fantastic. Davlad, do you watch Desire on Soy 6 live stream? No, mate, no. Oh, I like Mac TV, by the way. That's just come to me. Yeah, I like Mac TV. I did bump into Mac TV on the top of Soy 7 back in January. And yeah, I wish we had a longer chat, and we will definitely do next time. But he's doing very well, you know. Right, where are we up to with the comments? CP, very active today, mate. Good to have you on the live stream. Spoke to Mr. Egg yesterday. Runner doing very well. I arrive around 6 p.m. to Bangkok in September. I'll be straight down Runner and 7-Eleven for a cheese toasty, then Candy Club. Doesn't sound too bad, mate. My nights will be similar to that. Definitely Runner. 100% the Candy Bar on Tree Town, and then ending up at the Candy Club. I used to say cheese toasties, but after you can just get so much better than a cheese toasty. I mean, I know respect to a 7-Eleven toasty. I did have one in Jomtien. It was about 4 a.m. I couldn't find anywhere to eat open, so I got one. But there's so many other options up until about 2, 3 a.m. I mean, you've got Bronx Pizza if you're on Soybecow and just pay 100 baht for a slice. You've got Knox Smash Burgers and Soy Diana. You've got the Lamb Kebab people on LK Metro. You've got the Burger Lady on LK Metro where she can do like a big pile of burgers if you like. And surely them things are more enjoyable than a 7-Eleven toasty. BKK Confidential, I like you from the get-go. You're a good guy. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Yeah, Welsh 32, Kevin Thailand, a fantastic vlogger. And I watched him from when he had, I think, 80 subs, and he was doing his vlog on his new house that he got over on the east side. He moved from a condo to a house, and yeah, definitely a well missed vlogger, absolutely. Kevin in Siam, good to have you on the live stream, mate. I know you've commented a couple of times already. December time, flying to Vietnam for a week and then heading to Pattaya. Well, this is it. There's so much to explore around Thailand as well, isn't there? There's Cambodia, Vietnam, just so much. And then, of course, you've got Thailand itself and all the places within Thailand, and not to mention our favourite place, Pattaya. Mark, you read my mind. Top 3 Pattaya eats: Bronx Pizza, Patrick's Steakhouse, and Robin Hood. Yeah, good places, mate. Really good places. And of course, each street, as I've mentioned on my latest vlog. And if you've not seen the latest vlog, check it out after this one. It's slowly and steadily getting out there, this food one. I've been to over 40 countries and Bronx has the best pizza. Well, that's a statement. See, I just think it's handy, great location, and a very tasty pizza. I've never actually considered it as a potential best pizza. Maybe that's one for next time I get there. I probably have to have a little bit more than a slice. BKK, the best smash burgers you get in Soy City. I tell you what does a good burger, and that is Flame Bar and Soy Lenki. I had the burger there and the milkshake, and I can't believe it came to 300 baht. Bargain. I wonder if I can move that. That's better, because you've actually got the PattayaOwl, I remember looking, PattayaOwl subscribe button there if you've not already. Buy me a coffee up there. Technology, you think I'd be used to it by now. I think this is like the 10th live stream I've done, but I'm still tinkering. The Next Level podcast. Hi all, you may have seen my podcast recently. Nick Dean was my most recent guest. When would you like to join me? I'll take a look, mate. I'll take a look. Thank you. PattayaOwl lovers, welcome. And it is a much better setup. Thank you. It's all thanks to a lady called Faye. And she said, do it on your laptop. And you know what? She was right. Because I'm sat here, I'm more relaxed, I'm not flicking through comments. And even though we had a few idiots on before this, and I had to get rid of them idiots because they were saying inappropriate stuff about women, this, that and the other, let's get them out. But it was easier to do with the laptop. Damon, Zip Restaurant on Soy Diana, just up from the Eureka Lodge, lovely fresh pizzas. Thank you, mate. Thank you. And Soy Diana, that's a little gem, isn't it? You know, if Soy Bacau wasn't good enough, you can then walk down Soy Diana and you've got LK Metro and it takes you down to Second Road. It's just, yeah, it's just amazing. That's right, Sean the Prawn. You know, with every live stream, you'll get a few idiots. They're not proper subscribers. They're not proper owls, and it is what it is. Sometimes I have Franco moderating, but he's probably busy. So I can do it on the laptop. It's easy enough. Dunk Biscuit, a chicken burger. You were there earlier. Yeah, chicken burger I had, sorry, at the Flame. Very nice. CP, I'm sure you won't mention names, Mark, but any Pattaya YouTubers you found unfriendly? I bumped into a few on my last trip. You know what? No, actually. And I know even if there was someone who was an absolute arse, I probably wouldn't call them out on a live stream anyway. But honestly, there wasn't one YouTuber that was an arse. Always got the time of day, had a chat with me. Doesn't mean you're best friends with everyone. And some of the conversations with other YouTubers were longer than others, partly because people have got stuff to do. They can't just talk to the owl all night. But yeah, no goss on that one, mate. Next level poster, great stuff. I'll keep an eye out for when you're back in town. Any idea of when you're heading over? No, mate, but of course the next time I come over to the best place in the world, it'll be on a trip, it'll be on a holiday, I'll be a 2 or 3 week millionaire, and I'll try and squeeze as much in as I can. Lots of people I want to catch up with. Can't wait to go to the Cave and the Candy Club and all of these places. Back to Cozy Beach, Pratum Night, meeting up with YouTubers, and I'll check that out next level. Absolutely. Looking forward to having a nosy at that one. BKK Confidential, did you stay at Happy Viking Hotel in Johnson? No, I didn't, mate, no. Kay, Haley, hey everyone, welcome to the live stream. So we're averaging around 60 people. I think if you can hit the like button, that will help the owl algorithm and get more people onto the live stream. I didn't know how many we would get when I started at 4:30 on a Friday. There will be another live stream, of course, as well this weekend. This is a bit of a practice run, but if we get more people, I'll stay on a bit longer. We're coming up to an hour. Damon, spoke to Franco on the phone. We are both moderators on other platforms. Cool. And if we ever have a beer, Damon, mate, and if you're in Pattaya, I always like to meet my moderator if I can in person. Well, let's catch up and let's have a beer. And potentially make you a moderator, mate, if that's something you're interested in or you've done before. Or maybe you've not got the time. But I always like to try and meet the person who I'm going to let moderate. Justin, eating all better late than never. Absolutely. And we're only an hour in. So the most recent vlog is the food one. And that basically covers off a few of my recommendations. So if you've not seen it, check it out after this vlog. How many views has it got now? Can anybody see? Has anybody got access? Or maybe I've got access. Yeah, I have. Let's have a look. Keep forgetting I've got the laptop. So it feels a bit weird searching for myself on YouTube. With what I find with some of the vlogs is some will fly, some will start slow and then fly, and some will just stay there. And I just don't know about this latest one. Really don't know. Not everyone likes to see me scoff my face with food, let's face it. But there's actually some, I think, some good recommendations of places to eat. Let's have a see. So how many views? It's saying we've got 1.4 in 19 hours. So, yeah, a little bit on the low side. But let me know if you like it. Right, let's nip back to the comments. Next level, thanks mate, look forward to do it. I'll do my best to throw some engagement over your way. Yeah, cool, thank you mate, much appreciated, and I will check that out. CP, do you like Bangkok? I do. Do I love Bangkok? Not really. Do I prefer Pattaya? Yeah. Is a couple of nights in Bangkok enough for me? Doing the Nana Plaza, Soy Cowboy, and then down to Pattaya? Yeah. However, I can appreciate there's a lot more to Bangkok that I've not seen. You know, you've got the whole BTS and all the different stations around Bangkok. So I've not even seen a tiny bit of it. Davlad, what's for tea tonight? Good question, mate. Good question. I've not actually got any chicken breasts in. I do like my chicken, but I've used it all. So it might have to be a fish finger sandwich tonight. I've had healthy food in the week. I've had the stir fry, the fajitas, the roast dinner. So it might just be a fish finger sandwich with ketchup. And the fish fingers will be done in the microwave. I'm not saying that's the right way to do it, but I like the fish fingers a bit soggy. BKK, good question, mate. What do you know about Pattaya that you did not know before? That it's extremely tempting to go out and spend money and enjoy yourself in the best place in the world. And I've learned that it's a lot harder to stay in than I thought, as I've covered lots of times before. So, yeah, I didn't quite know to what extent and how difficult it would be to not go out and enjoy it. And, you know, moderation once a week is very difficult. And I only learned that by going out there for 2 months and actually figuring that out for myself. You know, it gets to 9 o'clock, you're sat in the condo, you're looking at the Weetabix, and then you've got, you know, for 80 baht, you can be in LK Metro, having the time of your life. And there's millions of guys all around the world that would love to be in that position. And I used to say that walking down LK Metro when I was with someone, there's millions of guys who would love to be in our shoes right now. Triple R, just joined the live. Thank you, mate. Yes, back earning. I got a contract, mate, so thank you very much. Good to have you on the live stream. One me, how's your Thai learning coming along? Honestly, I've not done any. I much prefer to learn Thai when I'm in Thailand, practice with the locals, you know, Swadikap, Sabai Mai. Very, very basic, you know, very basic words, you know, not even full sentences, really. Damon, sounds good. Always in Thailand, 3 to 4 times a year. Wow. Back out in a few days. Good idea to meet the person first. Message Franco or Phil. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And I appreciate that. You know, having a moderator would have been a little bit helpful today. I mean, it didn't take me long. Normally what I can do, and I can probably do it on my phone, is I can silence people, I can put people on timeout, I can hide them, this, that, and the other. Whereas on the laptop, it was like block or report. So it was just blocking them. I don't know if that's the most extreme measure, but it didn't give me the option to hide them. So I just went for a block. And they were bombarding the live stream with that many comments. I couldn't see the genuine comments. SP Stones Club on Walking Street is good. Love the live music and is always packed. And also Lucifer. That is a great club, and it was Chris Scouser in Thailand who recommended that place. And you can rack up there at 10 o'clock and just have a great night. You know, if you think you're too old for a nightclub, think again. Think again. This is Pattaya. You're not judged. You can be any age going into a nightclub and you will not be judged, and I love that. Damon, yeah, I tend to put them on timeout. Yeah, it didn't give me the option, mate. Oh, I know why. Oh, I know why. Because I'm not logged in. Thank you, Damon. You've helped me there, mate. Let me have a look. I think I know what I've done. Technology. This is why I thought I'd do a little bit of a practice run just to get used to it, but it helps if you're logged into the right thing. If you've just joined the live stream, everyone, welcome. Just fixing a slight technical issue. It is. What time is it? It is 5:30. 5:30. There you go, you're back. We are nearly there. So we've literally got people from all over the world on the live stream. We're averaging around 50 to 60 people. I think the most we've had on a live stream is 172, but that was at the peak time of the live stream. And we do get a few thousand people who watch the live stream afterwards. Okay. Excellent. Cheers for that, David, mate. I am actually now in the right account, so I can. I've got more power to time out and all sorts. I'll be with you guys in a second. Thanks for your patience. Just want to make sure that I get rid of the idiots. Right, done. So I've basically just got rid of them. Robbie, anyone from the northeast of England? Pop it in the comments. Literally, drop it in. Let us know where you are. I'm now actually logged into the right account, so I can literally hide people, block people, time people out. Thanks, Damon, mate. Much appreciated. Mr. Eggs in the house. How are you doing, mate? I've just before I came on the live, mate, I just watched a bit of your latest video on your first week in the new bar, mate, and it all seems to be going well. So nice one, buddy. I'll just get rid of him. Bangkok bound. Hi from Pattaya. Hello, mate. Welcome to the live stream. We've been on an hour and we may as well carry on a little bit more. And for the first time, I've got everything set up now on the laptop. Bangkok bound. I saw my first run a Bart Buzz today. I saw the picture actually the other day. It's looking good, liking the branding, mate. Sean the Prawn, do you buy French letters in Pattaya or do you? I'm not sure what that means, mate, to be honest. So, have we got any questions? Pop them in the comments. We've got 60 people on. I think some people are starting to finish work and are joining us. If you can hit the like button, that will help the owl algorithm. We've got Mr. Egg in the house. I think it's probably pretty late in Pattaya, isn't it? Well, say that. 11, 12 o'clock maybe. That's not late, is it? Mickey T Thailand. Owl, you will never be able to live in Pattaya if you can't get out of party mode. Well, I better just go to Pattaya and party on holiday then, mate. If you're right, Mickey T. I mean, I can't really disagree with that, can I? Not really in a position to disagree with that. But I tell you what, I had a cracking couple of months, learnt a lot, and I can't wait to come back on holiday and be a 2-week, 3-week, 4-week millionaire. We had a really good as well live stream. I think it was last Sunday? I didn't realise it was the same time as Webby's live stream, so I do apologise for that. Even Franco was jumping across the different lines. I had no idea. I wouldn't like to do a live at the same time as Webby because we don't need to do that. We can do it at separate times. So yeah, we won't be doing that one again. So I did check that no one was live, or Webby wasn't live anyway before I went on the live stream today. And I'm wearing his t-shirt just to apologise. Robbie, have you already said when you're aiming to go back? I haven't, mate. No, I'm just knuckling down, earning a bit of money, and when the thoughts and the planning are going into the trip to Pattaya, you guys will be first to know. There'll be a vlog. I'll share with you flights, where I'm going to stay. There'll be so much to cram in, so many people to meet, and I can't wait. Steve Goodgroove, hi Mark, back to John Tier in September. £600 return Thai Airways. I mean, you can't grumble with that. I mean, any flight with a 6 at the start is can only be a good thing. Emirates, I pay about 600, 680 return. £600 for a direct flight is very good. I'd still want a connecting flight though. Like I've said many times, I do prefer to stop in Dubai and have a posh shower. £15 to use a shower for half an hour, but you feel so much better after it. Mr. Egg, where would you get your next hotel/condo for your next? Well, this is it, mate. I would highly likely stay John Tien or Pratumnak area. Even though the next time I come out, it will be on a trip as opposed to an attempted move. I'll have to think about it, mate. I do really like being out Pratumnak way, using Pattaya rent-a-car near Soi 5 to get the scooter, and then just doing the ride down the hill or down the walking street. I'd want to do that. I don't think I want my hotel bang in the centre of, say, Soi Buakhao. I do like to have a little bit of travelling, but I might mix it up a bit, because obviously the downside of doing that is I've got to pay for a Mr. or Mrs. Bolt when I just want a taxi of an evening, because I don't take the scooter out when I'm drinking. So there are definite benefits of actually staying at, say, the Holiday Inn on Soi Buakhao, which is not too far from the Rum Runner, actually, so that would be ideal. So maybe for the first couple of nights I'll stay on Buakhao. Who knows? I'll do some planning, and when I know, I will let you know. We've got someone on John Tien Beach checking in. Hello, mate. I'm a big fan of John Tien now, actually, surprisingly. You know, I've been going to Thailand since 2023, so not a long time, 4 trips. And I never really give it the time of day until my attempted move over there. And it's got so much to offer. You've got condos at affordable prices. You've got the connection to Pratumnak on that beach road. You've got the night market. You've got nightlife. It's got a lot going for it. So I'm now a fan of John Tien. What about you guys? What is your favourite place to call base in Pattaya? Is it Nuclua? Is it the east side? Is it Pratumnak? Is it central Pattaya? John, evening owl. Good evening. Lovely area, been here almost a year. Spot on. Steve, Mark Tribe Soy 11, nice hotel in Johnson. I will do, mate. Mr. Egg, also Burger King on Johnson. Oh, really? Burger King. Believe it or not, Burger King was the first meal I ever had in Pattaya. I made the classic mistake. I arrived in Pattaya for the first time in June 2023. It was incredibly overwhelming. I didn't know where to go, what to do. And I just saw Burger King on Beach Road and I just went in there. But I tell you what, it wasn't cheap. It was not cheap. It was around about £20 or something ridiculous for a Whopper meal. And my God, the amount of chicken pad thais I could have at Eat Street for that £20. I could probably get 20 chicken pad thais for the price of that one burger. So I won't be rushing to Burger King in Jomtien, mate. You were 1 block away from Jomtien Night Market, and what a night market that is. I literally went there on the motorbike. You can park right outside it if you've not been. You can get oven-baked pizzas for like £1 something, freshly cooked in front of you, spring rolls, all sorts of food. Really good. CP, I like anywhere between Soy 8 and Walking Street. That way you're quite central. That's true, mate. That is true. I think Soy 6 is just a little bit up, isn't it? Have you guys ever done that walk from kind of Soy 7 to Soy 6 on Second Road? It's not the best, is it? The roads are a little bit all over the place. Better doing it on Beach Road, I reckon. Robbie, never heard of them, mate. Never heard of them. Mickey T, soy bacao, up and down, always something going on. I agree. Soy bacao, arguably the best soy in the world. Unless you can, I prefer it over Soy 6, Soy 7, Walking Street. I mean, if you guys can think of a better soy than soy bacao. If I was to own a bar, so let's just say I was to own the Owl Bar, I would aim to get it on soy bacao anywhere along there, to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't want to compete with the Cave because the Cave, Linda and the team are lovely, but it is what it is, isn't it? Maybe we could help each other. Damon, Soy 8 and Soy 7 is a tip-top location. I agree, mate. You've got the Flipper Lodge and the other Flipper. Don't know what the other one's called, but they're on Soy 7, Soy 8. I stayed there, actually, for my first night on my attempted move back in March at the Flipper, because I was getting the condo the day after. So I literally stayed at the Flipper Lodge. I had a few beers with Nick Dean and them lot, and then the day after I was filming the My Condo video. CP, haha, what a coincidence, mate. My first meal when I first arrived in December 23. I was there in December 23 as well. I went for Christmas and New Year. Was Burger King. Walked out of my hotel on Soy 8, got to Beach Road. Yeah, and I honestly don't know what it is. I think maybe I was a bit nervous when I arrived in Pattaya, and I thought Burger King would be a safe option for a starter because I was very hungry. But that soon goes. I mean, I can't, yeah. I mean, I might grab a Burger King at the airport. I think I did that on the way back to England, and that was quite tasty. But you won't see me in a Burger King in Pattaya. Bit different if you live there, though, I imagine. You might crave it after a while. Steve, Mark, have you been to Fraser's A Nice Breakfast? No, mate, whereabouts is that? Whereabouts is Fraser's? And you mentioned nice breakfast, so I perked up really quick there, mate. It is so much easier doing the comments on here. I'm on the tea. It's all gone. While we're waiting for more comments and stuff to come up, literally there's gonna be a vlog out this weekend. It's gonna be on hotels, I think. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. So the food one I posted yesterday is a bit of a slow starter. The comments have been lovely. You really seem to like it when you watch it, but not a massive amount of people are choosing to click on and watch it. I don't know, it's because I mentioned me eating food or whatever it is. Frank 360's in the house. Hello, mate. Hey, Mark. Miss you here in Pattaya. Do you have a date? I don't have a date yet, but as soon as I know, I will let you know. Of course, it will be a trip, it will be a holiday, and I want to share that whole process with you, like the dates, the flights, the hotels. I'm also going to arrange a meet-up, and that'll be, of course, at the cave in Tree Town. And I'll be a 2-week, 3-week millionaire. But at the minute, I'm just knuckling down, earning, and my time will come, and I will let you guys know when I know, or even when I start that real kind of, right, okay, now I have got a date in mind. As soon as that is in my head, I will share it with you, because this channel is, of course, PattayaOwl, and it is all about Pattaya. And I started it in January this year, if you didn't know, and that was on a trip to Pattaya. A part of me wishes I started it back in June 2023. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So Franco360, I did see your question, mate. There we go. Damon, my first trip was 2004. Wow, mate. I was literally doing my driving test in 2004. I've seen lots of changes in that time. I had hair then. Great getting old. Well, this is it, mate. I had hair in 2024 as well. It's a great shame, but you kind of get used to the bald head, don't you? I'm all right with it. But 2000, and this is it. I spoke to a lot of you guys, a lot of subscribers, and some of you have been going to Pattaya for 38, 40 years, 2 or 3 times a year, and I'm quite upfront about that. I've only literally been coming to Pattaya less than 2 years, 4 trips. So I love having conversations with you guys who follow the channel, and 90% of you are, male, but we welcome females, of course. And you've been to Pattaya many times, so your experience is invaluable. I love hearing about it. And even on the meet-up nights, I think on the last meet-up night at the cave in Tree Town, we got 22 people turn up, and we actually filled the cave, and that was amazing. And obviously each one of you had stories, 12 years, 30 years, 20 years, and some of the guys, expats, actually living in Pattaya. Scott, I'm having to save to number 1 now. Steve, just before the bus station, John Tienmar, thank you, that's where Fraser's is. So apparently Steve says Fraser's has a nice breakfast, and it's just before the bus station in John Tien. Cool. Stephen, hi mate, how long is the walk from Soy 6 to the cave? It's a little bit of a walk. You can actually cut through from Soy 7, you can cut through Soy New Plaza onto Bacau. So you'd look to do that. Go from Soy 6 to Soy 7, from Soy 7, cut through Soy New Plaza to Soy Bacau, and then you've got the cave just on Tree Town, which is off Soy Bacau. So it's a little bit of a trek. But in Pattaya, mate, you don't mind doing these walks because it's not like a boring walk here in England. A walk in Pattaya is, let's just say, interesting. Jabba, welcome to the live stream, mate. The Burger Kings in Pattaya are great. Well, I tell you what, mate, the one I had at Bangkok Airport when I was flying home, it was delicious. It was a Whopper, and it was bigger than my head. It really was. American retired here for 10 months. Excellent, mate. Fair play. And this is it. I know a lot of guys I've spoke to have got them pensions coming in. I'm not saying you have, mate, but you know, having that income. I spoke to one guy and he's got 2 pensions, and they're both about 25 grand each. So he's got £50,000 being paid on a monthly basis. I mean, God, what a life you can have in Pattaya with £50,000 per year. My days, even £25,000 per year, you could live like a king in Pattaya. Frank360, I'm watching you now with earphones in the Lucky Eye Bar, soy made in Thailand. Well, excellent, mate. Is it around about midnight now in Pattaya? You know what, I could actually Google it. I keep forgetting I have a laptop. So let's see if I can find out before you guys can tell me. It is 10 to midnight in Pattaya. That's like the perfect time, isn't it? Where do we go next? If you're at Rum Runner, is it time to stay a bit longer? Are you going to venture out? Are you going to, you know, are you going to make your way to Candy Club for 1 o'clock in the morning? Who knows? And to be fair, I don't actually know Rum Runner opening times either, so don't hold me to that. No costume. Maybe. Steve, I do like Rumpel Market. Yeah, you've actually got the Kiss food as well on the corner, haven't you? If you've never tried the chicken spring rolls from Kiss Food, check them out. They're delicious. You get like 6 spring rolls for peanuts money. But then, of course, you've got the whole Rompo complex and market stalls and everything. And then you've got bars, and I had a cracking night in Spice Bar 2. And that was thanks to Wayne, one of Webby's mates. What a bar that is. What a bar. No, Frank360, not heard about that, mate. Yes, Scott, that's right, mate, got a contract. Well, we're quite a busy live stream. We'll carry on a little bit longer. If you've just joined us, a big hello. It is 6 p.m. here in England, and it was just a last-minute live. I was going to sit down, watch a bit of Netflix, and I thought, you know what, I'll jump on and we'll have the laptop for the comments and we'll just see how it all works together. And it's working. And we've got, what, 60-odd people on a Friday? Not bad at all. And we'll do another live stream either Saturday or Sunday as well. CP, on my last trip, I discovered Soy 13.2. So many bars, hardly anyone there. Doesn't get covered much on YouTube. Well, fair enough, mate. I can't think if I've... Is that the one opposite Robin Hood, is it? I guess. There's no doubt loads of hidden gems in Pattaya, and if you want to tell the people on the live stream where them hidden gems are, please do drop it in the comments. If it wasn't for people recommending, you know, Lucifer on Walking Street or the Candy Club on the corner of Bacau, I'd never know about these little gems. So, you know, maybe it's a random bar in a random soy in Pattaya. If you want to share it, drop it in the comments. Scott, did you see NDTVI streaming Cambodia 2 hours ago? No, I didn't, mate, no. I have met Nick a couple of times. He's always been a gent with me face-to-face, mate, but I don't always catch his live streams. There's a couple of times I've been in the bar when they've been doing the filming, but no, I missed that one today, mate. I think they normally do Sunday, don't they? CP, yes mate, opposite the Robin Hood. I only found out about it as Bargo kept in touch. Messaged me face. Oh, fair enough, mate. Yeah, it's funny how I knew. I think you've got the I think it's a Cuda hotel around about that area as well. Welsh Boy Webby, lovely top, mate. There we go. I'm wearing your t-shirt, mate, because I accidentally went live at the same time as you last week. So my apologies. Is to wear the free t-shirt, and I had Phil's t-shirt on a recent vlog as well for the Rum Runner. I can't wait to go to the Rum Runner. I might make a commitment now and say, when I'm back in Pattaya, and of course it's going to be a trip, and I'm going to be a 2-3 week millionaire, but I'm going to start off on Soy Bacau. My first night is going to be at the Holiday Inn Express, and I'm going to go to the Rum Runner. In the afternoon, I believe it opens about 3 p.m. I'm going to start there. Scott, iBar and Insomnia Walking Street is a good one. Steve, Goodgroove, Mark, Sea Breeze, John TM Breakfast, all you can eat, 150 baht, very good. Thank you, Steve. I'm loving the breakfast suggestions, mate. Damon, Owl, when you're next in Pattaya, pop over to the dark side and check out the telephone box. Definitely an eye-opener. I will do, mate. Is that a bar or is it an actual telephone box? I tell you what, and I know I've mentioned it already, Spice Bar 2. It was actually Webby and his mates who introduced me to that place, and I had one of the best nights I've had in Pattaya at Spice Bar 2. And again, it's just by speaking to people, going on a night out with the lads. They go to a place, they recommend a place, and that's it. You get to know it, and then you get your favourites, don't you? And I've got a whole list of places that I want to return to. CP, I don't know, mate. I'd rather not sugarcoat it or bullshit. I don't know when I'm coming to Pattaya, mate. I don't know when it'll be. I don't know if it'll be before Christmas, after Christmas. I don't know. But when I do know, I will let you guys know. I don't want to put that pressure on me. I'm knuckling down, earning money, and when I can afford to go back, I will do, because Pattaya is the best place in the world. I will be back, and it'll be a holiday. And as soon as I know, I will let you know. And I'll probably stay a night on Soy Bacau, check out the Rum Runner, Cave, of course the Candy Club. And then I want to be based over in Pratumnak again. I'm going to hire a scooter from Pattaya Rent-A-Car. I'm going to go to Rompo Complex. I'm going to go to Spice Bar 2. I'm going to do all the stuff that I bloody loved doing for 2 months. Again and again and again. I'm going to meet all the people that I'm missing. Damon, it's a telephone box you walk through, then it goes into a bar. Cool. Has anybody else been to the telephone box? Scott, I will try Time Bar and Copper Spoon. Yes, mate. If I can, breakfast is obvious. I mean, I've mentioned it so many times. Bentley's Bar, Pratumnak Soy 5, Time Bar LK Metro, Copper Spoon, I think it's Soy 25, opposite Tree Town, to name a few. And of course, you've got the Robin Hood as well. And I probably missed someone because I've just done a food video. I've probably forgot. CP, never done Rompo Complex, will go next visit. Yeah, it is. It's a nice surprise, mate. It really is. Get some food from the Rompo Complex or from Kiss Food, and there's plenty of bars to have plenty of fun in. And Spice Bar 2 apparently hasn't been open that long, and I was only introduced to it by Webby and his mates, and I can't wait to go back. What makes a good bar? Well, it's got to be the people in it, and it's nothing to do with the building, the concrete. It is the people. It is absolutely the people. It's how the mama-san or the cashiers and the staff all interact with you and make you feel, isn't it? That's what it's about. Scott could not see me travelling to Pratumnak Soy 5. It's not even that far, mate. It's literally 8 minutes on a scooter, if that. Steve, yes, Mike, I come out of Superman. Scouser in Thailand, hope you're doing well, mate. Good to have you on the live stream. One of the best ones you never mention is The Nest. Thank you, Scouser in Thailand. And obviously, if you've not checked out his channel, check it out. The Nest, that is on Soy Diana. And I did have a couple of poached eggs, beans on toast there. So I can't claim I've had a full breakfast at The Nest. But Scouser in Thailand is right. It is a great location, and I believe he's had many evening meals there as well. So check it out. Papu Ponty 65, hello Owl, big fan. Any chance of informing us why it takes, what it takes exactly to get a DTV visa? The quickest way to do that, mate, so everyone doesn't fall asleep, is literally find the vlog that I've done on the DTV visa. Just look through the videos. There's one with one wearing the hat and it says DTV visa, and I talk through it, and I also say what I actually did to get that visa, because there's a number of steps, and one of the key steps is a letter that you write yourself saying you're going to work remotely and you're not going to work for a Thai company, and that's critical. But yeah, watch the video. If you have any more questions, just put a comment on that video and I'll do my best to respond. Thank you very much there for the question. Scott, stay in Pattaya. I travel about in my job. Fair enough, mate. Jabba, what's your favourite meal at the Robin Hood restaurant? They have a good menu. They do, mate. Obviously, putting the Sunday roast aside, which I've just done a vlog on, that is delicious. The actual chicken Penang is different than any other chicken Penang that I've had. It's darker and very creamy and tasty. And the prices were pretty cheap on the Penang, with it being under the Thai menu. But if I was to say an English dish, the lasagna. I had the lasagna at the Robin Hood. Obviously, you pay a little bit more. But I will never slate the Robin Hood. For me, the Robin Hood will always have an immense place of respect from me anyway. Great food. But yeah, try the lasagna, try the Sunday lunch, try the breakfast, try the chicken Penang. Scouser in Thailand, many thanks. Good to see you live, mate. Thank you, mate. This is just a bit of a last minute live today. Literally, I've set up the laptop for the first time, Chris, rather than doing the comments up and down, which does my head in. But there will be the proper live show either Saturday or Sunday, as long as it doesn't clash with Webby, because I'm wearing his t-shirt today because I accidentally went live when Webby was live as well, and we don't need to do that. We can do our lives on a separate, and it was my fault. Scott, I could do a Bolt. Is Bentley's number one? Bentley's is great. And I'm not just saying that because I've met John, the owner, and he's a proper gent. It's nothing to do with that. Bentley's is good on its because of the food, the food, the atmosphere. Fantastic breakfast. I think he actually gets his sausages imported. He gets them from Bangkok especially. And also you've got the chicken skewers with satay sauce. Whatever comes out of that kitchen at Bentley's, Soy 5 Pratumnak, is an absolute treat. I even had a pork pie. I was pissed up and I had a pork pie. And even the pork pie was in a different league. Right, let's play catch up with some of the comments. But yes, Scott, you can get Bolts all over the place, mate. I've never used Grab. I always use Bolt. You can get to Pratumnak. The only thing is, if you're using Bolt, mate, get on a motorbike taxi. The cars take forever. I get a Bolt from Cozy Beach to Pattaya in a car. You could be sat in it for half an hour, which is ridiculous. It's a 5-8 minute journey on a motorbike, and half the price. Our best meal I saw you eat was the Chinese near Heathrow Airport. Well, it wasn't my favourite, mate, but it was delicious. It was ridiculously expensive, mate. I mean, Jesus, what was it, 50, 60 quid? I could get so much more, as you know, mate, in Thailand. And on that note, when I do come back to Pattaya, I do want to try some of the Chinese foods in English Chinese food in Pattaya, and of course these chomps and soy lenki, which is my go-to. But there's others. There's one called the Dragon, I think, off Beach Road. Steve, Mark, have you tried papaya salad? I haven't, mate. I've seen a few vlogs on that. I don't know. Is it a little bit too on the healthy side for me? I don't know. I'm not a rabbit. But then again, to be fair, it did look quite tasty when I saw other people have it. So maybe I'll give it a try, mate. Scott, Robin Hood, Hops, Sportsman, Peaky Blinders, never been. Harlands, Kungs, Prime Burger, all great. Well, the good thing about Pattaya is we are spoiled for choice. Of course, Nicky's Bar as well. That's always a pleasure. Russ is asking Mr. Egg, what is his open times for a rum runner? And I'll be asking you the same nearer the time, mate. I think 3 p.m. I don't want to guess, actually. Phil, I'll let you answer that, mate. Owl, if you like steak, I recommend the Longhorn restaurant in the cut-through Soy Diana. Yeah, I did watch a vlog, actually. In fact, it was Scouser in Thailand, I think, who had a steak there. Not the cheapest place, right? Not the cheapest. And I'm not a big lover of steak. I prefer chicken. But I've heard nothing but good reviews there. Maybe Chris, you can add to that, mate. Remind us, how was your steak at the Longhorn restaurant on the cut-through near Soy Diana? There is one across the road. I think it's the Beef Eater, isn't there? I've eaten there. Scott, very good. I will give Bentley's a go. Yeah, and just say to John, mate, PattayaOwl says hi. Jabba, I fly to Thailand and straight on to Pattaya in 7 days. Wow. My first time doing the 12-hour direct flight. Yeah, I've done the direct flight twice, mate, with Viva Air and Thai Airways, and it's just awful, isn't it? It's just awful. I much prefer the connecting flight. I hate being stuck on a plane for 12 hours. I don't mind 2 6 hours. That might sound ridiculous, but for me, there's a difference. 6 hour, 3 hour layover, freshen up and go again. But you'll get through it, mate. You just watch a few movies, you'll be right. Great banger. Phil brunch was very nice at the pub. Scouser in Thailand, Longhorn restaurant, in my opinion, is one of the best for steak, but as you say, a little pricey. Well, there you go, mate. So, and I think you've done a vlog on it, Chris, haven't you, mate? So check that out. Scouser in Thailand. You can see the steak in its beauty. Frank 360. I've just moved to the cave. A little busy here. One chunk for you. Frank 360, are you really in the cave in Tree Town? Because if you are, please say hello to Linda and the team if you are. They was absolutely fantastic for my meetups for many weeks. So a big hello. One chang for you. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. I drink Singar. So, yeah, get a Singar for me, mate. Scott Beef Eater is very nice, and Patrick CP had a chicken Penang in Robin Hood, was 10 out of 10. Same here, mate. If it wasn't, I wouldn't say it. I didn't have the best fish and chips in the Robin Hood, I'll put it out there. Didn't enjoy it at all. But every other dish I've had at the Robin Hood has been delicious. And the Penang, I've never had a Penang like it. It's darker. If you try it, it's darker, but it's as creamy. It's everything we love about Penang, and of course it's got that kick, which you need as well. Jabba, I regret booking that flight now. I'll go back to Emirates from there. No, I didn't mean to kind of put you off it, mate. I'm just being honest. I mean, I've the benefit of direct flight, you're getting on it, you're getting off it in the dream location. When it gets to that 6 hour flight, 6 hour point in a flight, I struggle. I've had enough. I want to get off. So for me, that's why the connecting flight works. For some people, they can just sleep through the whole bloody flight. So Frank 360, Linda is not here. Get a sing for me. Absolutely, mate. Enjoy. I can't drink it, obviously, because we're 7,000 miles away. But enjoy it, mate. Raise a glass. Scott says a San Miguel Light or Chang. You know what? I tried all the Thai beers. And apart from Tiger, which I think is from Singapore anyway, it was only Singar and Tiger that I can actually stomach. Chang's way too strong for me, and Leo tasted a little bit like Budweiser. Scouts in town, if you're off this bank holiday weekend, get down there. Well, I think I'm working, mate, to be honest. Is the bank holiday weekend this coming weekend, is it? And I've got a lot of work at the minute, which I'm happy with because I'm knuckling down, I'm earning, and I'll be back to Pattaya before you know it. But yeah, cheers, mate. We will catch up for definite, hopefully, in Thailand, but if not in Liverpool, mate, absolutely. Mr. Egg, Scott. Is Scott from Blackpool? I have no idea. Oh no, LOL, I regretted it before you said anything. Oh, fair enough, Jabba. I'm glad I didn't put you off your direct flight. Oh, is it really bank holiday? Is it really? You know what? I had no idea. Now Monday is bank holiday. I had no idea. Yeah, I am. I'm working, buddy. I'm working, earning the pennies. Steve, I can't sleep. I go direct, but too excited to get there. Oh, the feeling of landing at Bangkok, my days. It's just amazing, isn't it? Knowing that you're just about to arrive in the most exciting country in the world. Oh, don't get me started. I'll end up booking a flight tonight. Peter, for direct flight, you should try Thai Airways business class. I've done Thai Airways business class, mate, to be honest with you. And the service was impeccable. The food was better than Emirates. However, the seat and the whole setup was a bit dated, whereas Emirates, it's just beautiful. So food and service better on Thai Airways for me, but not the seat. The seat was very old-fashioned in business class in Thai Airways. But that was 2 years ago, and they might have changed the fleet by now. Who knows? Frank360, too bad I cannot send a picture here. Yeah, that is a shame, isn't it? You can't send a picture on a live chat. That is a shame, mate. GC, good to have you on the live stream. Get back to Pattaya. I miss your daily vlogs. I'm home for 4 weeks today from Pattaya. I know, mate. I know. I miss doing the daily vlogs, and obviously I see it in the data as well. The channel's still growing, but it's not growing anywhere near as you would expect. You know, being in Thailand, Pattaya, posting daily vlogs and daily shorts, you know, it was like that, whereas now it's like this. And obviously when I post a vlog, it does that, and then, which is fine. And, you know, people have had their YouTube channel for years, and mine's only 5 months old. So, you know, hopefully over the years, it will just continue to grow. And just think how many trips to Pattaya I'm going to get in, say, in the next 5 years. There's a lot of content there to be done, isn't there? I love how you guys are all chatting to yourselves as well. It's great. So we've got Mr. Egg on, Scouser in Thailand. You're all having chats with each other. We've got Scott from Blackpool. Never met you before, mate. We've actually got Rory, the rolling robot. Easy for me to say. And we've got just short of 70 people on, which is not bad for a last-minute live stream on a Friday when people were still in work at 4:30. If you can hit the like button, that'll be a big help. Thank you to everyone who has sent me a super chat or buy me a coffee or even just watched. But yeah, apparently if you hit the like button, that helps the owl algorithm. The latest vlog, if you've not seen it, check it out. It's a bit of a slow burner. Not everyone wants to see me scoff my face. What I've done is I've chopped a bit of content, done a voiceover. And the people that have watched the latest vlog, great comments, thumbs up. But it's just people have not clicked on the vlog as many times as they do for the other ones. So people look at the thumbnail, they see food, and not everyone wants to see the owl scoffing his face with a chicken Penang. Right, where are we with the comments? Yeah, I had no idea it was a bank holiday though. Where are we up to? Philippines, I've never been to the Philippines. Maybe one day, but I love Pattaya too much. Frank360, take care, Mark. Thank you, mate. And amazing that you're in Pattaya, and amazing that you're at one of my favourite bars now. That is the Cave. Jabba, I like the feeling of when the hotel porter has to show me the room. The minute the door closes as he leaves, I know the fun will begin. See, for you guys that have been to Pattaya multiple times, and I know a lot of you guys have, the feelings you get at different stages of that journey. And Jabba's just mentioned that feeling of when you're in the hotel room, the door's shut. You know all what you need to do now is freshen up and then hit Pattaya. And who cares if it's high season or low season? If you don't own a bike, it doesn't matter. I prefer it when it's quiet. I mean, the only issues I had in Pattaya was from the English guy wanting to fight me on Soy Cow. But, just amazing, isn't it? Just amazing. The feelings you get. That first beer. On previous trips, that first beer has been in Bangkok, but I much prefer it when that first beer is in Pattaya. All the girls asking about the owl. I doubt it, mate. I doubt it. Good luck, Phil, with the Rum Runner. I think a lot of people are going to be visiting the Rum Runner in the next 12 months, including me. A bit of afternoon drinking, maybe. Damon. And thanks, Damon, for your contribution today in today's live, mate. And when we meet and have a beer, we'll have that chat. But yeah, it actually was really helpful to find out I wasn't even logged into PattayaOwl. That's why I couldn't hide comments and block people and hide people. So, you know, when we got the idiots on. DK57, all the bar girls. I don't know. Scouts in Thailand. Where's that one gone? I'd have to be pissed to say that, Mark. Row with the row. Well, I do struggle with that one, Chris, mate. Scouts in Thailand, like literally row with. See, even now row with the. I can't say it. Row with the robot. You know what? And to be fair, he comes on the live stream, and to be fair to him, he seems like a nice guy. The one that we are missing today is copy and paste. I don't know who copy and paste is, but he comes on here and he's obsessed with me living in a basement. He wants me to live in my basement so I can rent out my house. And for the whole 2-hour stream, copy and paste will pretty much just say, Mark, have you considered renting out your basement? And you could rent out live in your basement, and rent out your house. It's just, I miss copy and paste. For 2 hours, he doesn't stop. CP copy and paste is probably living in a basement. It's probably, but you know what? I don't know. Would you class him as a troll? I don't know. He's quite funny, and this is the second live stream I've kind of said we miss you, mate. Wherever you are, copy and paste. Come on, come and tell me that I need to go to a basement and rent my house out. How on earth I'm going to go and have a toilet visit? And I've not actually got a basement, to be fair. It did say under the stairs might work if we kind of board it off, but I still need to come out to use the toilet and stuff like that. So Wolf32 has sent me £1. Thank you, mate, much appreciated. Thank you very much, and thanks to everyone who sent me a super chat and buy me a coffee. It's brilliant. Thank you. Right, I'll tell you what, we are 1 hour and 50 minutes in. We've peaked at around 70 people on the live. This was only meant to be a test run with the laptop. There will be another live show this weekend, probably, highly likely. And we should probably get more numbers on a weekend when less people are in work. But thanks to everyone that's tuned in, liked the live stream as well, which helps us move up. And I'll stay on. We'll get to 2 hours because afterwards, people are watching the live stream, like 2,000 plus people watching it after the live event. So if you are watching this after the event, your support means the world. NDTVI, how are we doing, mate? Hi, Mark, we miss you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, mate. Much appreciated. Scott will definitely be going to Rum Runner to see Phil in his fabulous new go-go. I know, Phil, it will be a good new establishment, safe and friendly. Absolutely, mate. I think we're all itching to get there. And if I was still living in Cozy Beach, I tell you what, I would have already been in the Rum Runner. The best I can do at the minute is talk about it and wear the t-shirt. But I'll be in there. On the first night, my first night, I'll be there, as well as the Cave and Candy Club, obviously. DK57, yes, mate, I've got a contract. Absolutely, I'm earning, I'm cracking down. Mr. Egg Owl, best part of the trip to Bangkok is when the captain gets on the PA and says, ladies and gentlemen, we've just started our descent into Bangkok International Airport. Absolutely, mate. That last half an hour, you know, when it turns to the 30-minute mark, you can feel them engines reducing power and you drop a few thousand feet and you're making that move into... I've actually got goosebumps thinking about it, Phil. It's just amazing, and you guys can you fully understand the excitement we get over Pattaya. I've never felt the feelings I feel for Pattaya in Thailand anywhere else, and I've travelled some places. You know, I've done America, I've done Hong Kong 4 times. You know, I've done a lot of Europe. I'm not saying I've been everywhere, but only Thailand and Pattaya is that's the only place I really want to go, to be honest with you. Hence the name of the channel, PattayaOwl. Rory the Rolling Robot. Copy and paste is a regular on the YouTube streets. Another YouTuber rents out his house and lives in a basement to fund his Thailand trip, so it works for him. Fair enough, mate. I think I didn't have necessarily an issue with the whole renting out the basement. You need to have a basement. I haven't got that. It was the fact that he relentlessly went on about it. But he worded each comment differently, so it wasn't like spamming. You know, have you considered this, Owl? But Owl, if you boarded up this, it could be this. You could be a landlord, Owl, if you live in the basement. Hopefully it'll be on this weekend. Scouser in Thailand, after I've seen some of the pictures of the ladies, I will be in Rum Runner before I unpack. Absolutely, mate. I think we'll all be there. It'll be like a rerun of the windmill, mate. Damon, morning, Nick. Hope all is good. Scott, Nick's bars and Phil, the safety in Pattaya for me. You know what? I've never felt unsafe in any bar in Pattaya. Safety doesn't even come to mind because I just naturally feel safe. So for me, I'm thinking more along the lines of the entertainment, the cold beer, the fact that the music's different. You know, when you're in that sort of bar, it would be nice to have a little bit of a toned down music. It's quite a unique selling point. Whereas Candy Club is the opposite, but at least you know what you're getting. So you can go to Phil's, you have the music a little bit lower, bit of a 80s, 90s rock, I believe. And then when you want the loud music to finish off the night, which I do, I make my way to the Candy Club. And I had the pleasure of meeting Grant, actually, and he's a proper gent. He owns that bar. Scouser in Thailand. Oh, yes, please, Mark. Windmill too. I still haven't got round. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I can't even remember which windmill we was in, Chris, mate, to be honest. But it was it was Windmill 2 upstairs, I think. It was brilliant. I always thought Windmill 1, I prefer Windmill 2. And to be fair, Windmill 1's up against it because of the whole sewage thing underneath. So occasionally you can get the odd little bit of smell of sewage, which is not ideal. But, you know, I'm still a fan. Mr. Egg, love Looper Bar. Yeah, I actually spent New Year's Eve 2023 in Looper Bar, and then when it turned to midnight, so if you don't know, Looper Bar is one of Nick Dean's bars on Soy 7. When it got to midnight, we then, I think, walked onto Beach Road to watch the fireworks, and that was good. Really, really good atmosphere on Soy 7 New Year's Eve, as you'd expect. CP, did you go into M&M bar to meet Mark in Pattaya? I mean, no, that's one chap actually I want to meet, who I haven't. I have been into his bar a couple of times, but he was away. He was away on holiday. But Mark about Pattaya, he seems like a proper gent. He first reached out to me in January and said, "Listen, Mark, let's have a beer." And we never kind of got it right. I was there and he wasn't, and we kept missing each other is a better way of putting it. But I would definitely like to have a beer with Mark about Pattaya for definite next time. Gunship Zero, hi Mark, I've just got home from work. Having fish cakes. Well, fish cakes, that sounds like a right treat, mate. Make sure you get plenty of sauce on that. I think you probably know what sauce you might go for. Will it be ketchup? Will it be brown sauce? Gunship? I don't know. Only you will know that. Hopefully you won't experience what I did the other day at McDonald's, and I've not been back since. I said, can I have one of the new Savour breakfast buns, which are pathetic? They've got rid of the breakfast roll, can you believe it? And now it's just one pate on a piece of, on a bun, or whatever you call it, wherever you are. And I said, no sauce. And they absolutely covered it in brown sauce. Just devastated it. I mean, it was hideous. I took it back, and you know, the guy had a little bit of attitude because I was returning it with the brown sauce. I did say it wasn't my fault. I said no sauce. But yeah, enjoy Gunship. Jabber, thanks. It's my first low season. I normally go in March. Well, I tell you what, mate, when I went to Hua Inn for the first time, that was low season. And there wasn't, when I went to Soy 80, I didn't see one other tourist on it. There was me and Rocket Travels, and we had maybe 15 bars to ourselves. I prefer it. I really do. I mean, obviously, I like catching up with subscribers, this, that, and the other, and you can meet some nice people. But yeah, sometimes it's nice just to go out and not be surrounded by loads of tourists. Thank you for your contribution, Scott. Much appreciated. Right, so we're coming up almost to the 2-hour mark, and it's been a really enjoyable stream. We've had some celebrities on the stream today. Let's give them a little bit of a shout out. We've had Mr. Egg on the stream, Scouser in Thailand on the stream. I think we've had Nick Dean, if that's his account. Spot on if it is. I couldn't verify it, but thank you, mate. We've had Nick Dean. We've had some celebrities. We've had Welsh Boy Webby. He must have noticed that I'm wearing one of his T-shirts. So we've had celebrities, but we've had lots of viewers, lots of subscribers, and I'm glad I jumped on to say hello. And who knows, I might make it a regular thing on a Friday as well. I'll work it around my work commitments. So any last questions, comments? We're going to go for another 1 minute and a half. Take it to 2 hours. So it should save as a 2-hour live stream for you guys or the people who have not seen it to watch. Miko Jones, evening owl, evening. You're a little bit late to the live stream, but understandable. A lot of people are working. Sean the Prawn, and fish cakes are hard to come across. Do you like fish sticks? I don't really, to be honest, mate. I really, really don't. I love a fish finger, and I might have fish fingers tonight with tomato ketchup. I'm not a fan of fish cakes, but Sean the Prawn, you know, if you enjoy them fish cakes, mate, good on you. I think Gunship loves his fish cakes, so I've heard. Scouts in Thailand, thanks for a great love live. Thank you, mate. All the best, buddy. CP, right, have a good weekend, Mark. Enjoyed it, thank you. And I will do another live stream, either Saturday or Sunday. I've not scheduled it yet. I'm not going to do it at the same time as Webby, because we don't need to do our live streams at the same time, because we share a few viewers and subscribers, so it doesn't make any sense to do it at the same time. That was my mistake. I literally was on and he was on. So it'll be sometime this weekend. I think the live streams at the weekend, we do tend to get more people. I mean, we've done pretty well today, getting 70, but we can get 170 at a weekend, depending on how it goes. So yeah, Saturday or Sunday. So, any final questions, comments? thank you to everyone that's joined the live stream. It's been a brilliant 2 hours. It's flown by. Lots of great questions, comments. We had a few idiots, but I blocked them. I got rid of them. We're actually holding 60 people still. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather, wherever you are. Especially in England, it's quite nice. Sean the Prawn, thanks Mark, my pleasure. If you've not already, check out the latest vlog. It's a bit of a slow burner, but the people that have clicked on it and watched it have enjoyed it. So the thumbnail might not be super exciting, I do apologise, but the video's alright. I share some of my favourite places to eat. It actually took longer to edit that video than some of the others because I'm using old content but chopping it, turning sound off and doing voiceover. So if you like it, I'll do another one, perhaps on the hotels. But I agree, it's probably not as good as fresh content, which I can only do when I'm in Pattaya. And I've considered going around various cities and stuff, but there's got to be, there's got to be a demand for it. So we'll just play it by ear on that one. Right, so there we are, 2 hours and 2 minutes in. Thanks to everybody. Your support means the world, and I'm gonna do that fish finger butty now with tomato ketchup. So enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Bye-bye, Miko. Thank you for jumping on the live. Better late than never.